Well, this is Lou Reid from Rockborn telling you you're listening to the Brutally Delicious Rock Show with Bruce.
Awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Bruce?
I am doing all right. Just we had a part of that. Where are you located in the States?
I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see what this little sign is on my computer, but I can't. It's blocking your face. Oh, got it. Okay, got it.
The reason I ask is because we had that stupid hurricane. We just caught part of it this morning or last night.
Oh, you did? Where are you at?
I'm in Virginia, Richmond, but we just until about half an hour ago, we had no power and no internet all night long. I didn't know if this was going to work.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
so
I've been sitting here wondering, are they coming?
I know. I have a whole day. I was like, holy cow, what do I do now?
Oh boy. Take the day off, right?
Yeah, take the day off. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I was saying thank you for having me, and Rockborn thanks you.
Awesome. So for those not familiar with Rockborn, could you give me the 2-second elevator pitch?
Well, we're a heavy hard rock band from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Basically got Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Dio, Zeppelin, Uriah, Montrose, all in a car crash. And that's kind of what we sound like.
Perfect. Never quite heard that, but that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, right?
So record is not out until what, the beginning of 2022? Did I see that?
Right. Early spring. We released a record last year.
Right.
Yeah, right before COVID, unfortunately, March 6th. And
that was right at the beginning of it, right?
Yeah. So we didn't even get to do a CD release party. Never got to play all summer.
Right.
And we just did a show in Iowa, Sioux City, Iowa. It was a festival, Tommy Bolin Festival.
Oh, nice.
I do it every year. And this year they had Rockborn, and I normally sing with the festival tribute band. So
right.
The Tommy Bolin tribute band, and amazing musicians that come there. I got to say, we're talking, a bunch of us old rock stars who played lots of famous people, but nobody knows our name.
Right.
Right. And not me, really. I only did a couple stints, but yeah, it was great. It was really fun, and we got a great reception. Everyone was wonderful.
What was it like being on stage after all that time? Any nerves, any kind of?
Oh my God. Well, fortunately we had a live stream just a month and a half before. And it was kind of a good dress rehearsal.
Right.
To me, it was sort of rough for me because it was 110 degrees on stage there at that live stream. So it was ugly, as far as like, oh God, can we just get this over with? But I need some air. Give me a fan. So yeah, doing the live show, jitters until the show, but once the lights come on and the music starts, it was just smooth rolling. I mean, at least for me, I always get nervous before any show.
Right.
But once I'm up there and I'm doing it, it's okay. It's all good. And yeah, it just flowed. The band, we were seamless that night. So I was really thrilled. But, we have been practicing for a year, right?
I imagine, I haven't been to a show since this all started because Richmond's been kind of weird. So I imagine the crowd was just as amped up and excited just to see live music.
Right. And this is a whole day of music, Bruce.
Right.
It's wonderful. All these great bands and a lot of musicians that used to play with Tommy. Of course, his brother, Johnny Bolin, on drums and guitar, playing some guitar. And it was pretty, electric. Everybody was pretty amped the entire day. And I gotta say, even though we went on around almost 9-ish, I think 8:30, 9-ish, people had been drinking all day, partying. It was still roaring till after midnight, till about 1 o'clock when everything was over.
Nobody's gonna leave after the year and a half we've had.
Oh no, everybody was jamming. It was
Yep.
awesome. Yeah, it was great to see the faces and to get the applause
Right.
for all this work we've done, and being in the studio and all that, doing videos, and not really getting that feedback,
Right.
and that energy from a crowd that we love. That's what I feed on.
Yeah, it's almost like a drug, right?
Yeah, it's my breakfast of champions.
That's great. So Rock Me Harder, I believe, came out, what, 2.5 weeks ago?
Yes.
Now that
August 6th. Mhm.
August, sorry, I interrupt you, August 6th. Now that it's been out, what's been the feedback and the response to it?
Well, yeah, it's only been up on YouTube for a couple of weeks and already got well over 25,000 hits. I mean, considering you can't really advertise very well,
Right.
and we're an independent band, so we don't have big dough backing us. So
Right.
it's us backing ourselves and getting out there and promoting. And we've been doing pretty good. We got great feedback on the song. People love it. It's a jammer. It's just a straight ahead rock song. It's a female empowerment song, which right now is pretty important, I think. And so I think people are very receptive. It's definitely your straight ahead classic, heavy, hard hitting rock.
Right.
Yeah. And people, I think, have been kind of hungry for that. They haven't really been getting it lately. They get the
At
same
all.
old,
Yes.
well, yeah, it's usually the same old bands, from back in the 80s, and God bless
Right.
them, still out there doing it, and they're amazing. But the fact that it takes 4 or 5 of them to do one show now, to get enough people to come, shows that it's really difficult for rock bands in America. Now Europe is a different story. They're much more receptive, but of course
Right.
we can't travel. So
Yeah.
that makes it really difficult. So we try to reach out to YouTube, and just streaming platforms.
And anything you can, I get it.
Right.
Hey, I got a question for you. And if you don't like the question, we can move on. And
Sure.
how do you feel? And I'll answer my question before you answer. How do you feel about the term female fronted versus, because I know you didn't use it and I love it.
Mhm.
I cringe when I see like female fronted whatever. I mean,
Right.
what are your thoughts on it? I mean, it's a band, right? It's still
Yes. Right.
It's Rockborn, not female fronted Rockborn. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Right. And yeah, and it is, I think, in one of our bios that we've had that's been out there, and we've done various interviews, magazines, online. We just did an online one with the UK
Right.
the other day. But yeah, I mean, I've seen it printed, female fronted rock. Is it Rockborn is a female fronted rock band? Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah. But to me, I'm just in a band.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah.
I'm in a band. It's not about me. It's about everybody. I want it to reach men and women.
Right.
I'm kind of like of the same mind that Bowie, I was influenced by Bowie, and Bowie always said, my music isn't for, little teenage girls. It's not for, one group of people or another. It's for everybody.
Right.
So yeah, I think it is important to just keep it like, this is my band, Rockborn.
Right.
It's our band. It's an amazing band. And the guys in my band, I'm nothing without them. It's a
Right.
unit, it's cohesive unit, all the synchronicity of it. It's, yeah, you're right.
I was just curious because I've thought it over the years and I've had conversations with people and when you said, when you introduced the band, it wasn't
Right.
female fronted band. It was,
Right.
whatever, the band,
Exactly.
which is
right.
great. Hey, are you planning on doing, the whole music business has changed. Are you planning on doing like a single every so often, or is this a teaser and then the record in the spring?
Oh no, definitely doing, we're actually going to release another single in just a couple months, probably November, most likely.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and it's called Drinking. And it's really a fun kind of cheeky song. And we have a video to go with it as well, you know, and our video is definitely making waves for this, for this song, for Rock Me Harder. I think everyone's going to really like Drinking. It's a fun song. And we probably will be releasing a couple other singles and maybe some other videos from the previous album that we were still working on. We thought, and they're still fun songs. And
Right.
They deserve their videos, you know,
Sure.
and people like to watch them. And so, yeah, we're going to release more singles.
I was just curious because I'm old school. I kind of like, you know,
Us
the
too.
whole thing. And then, you know, bothers me, people like my son, they're downloading the one song.
Oh, yeah.
And the minute you don't have another new song in a month, then, you know, you're forgotten about.
History.
Yeah, it's really
Right.
weird how the whole thing planned out.
Right. And we have 4 songs in the bucket already. We were fortunate, you know, our first album was produced and engineered by Michael Wagner.
Wow, that's my next question, right? How the heck did you get him?
Well, yeah, it was really fortunate. I was in Nashville visiting my sister who plays in a cover band out there, and the Vicky Reid band.
Right.
And I went to this party they have. It's a show they do they used to do it every Tuesday, I think. The rock and roll residency. And I went to that with my sister, and she had a friend there. And I had talked about it with my previous guitarist long ago, back in the early 2000s, you know, if we could ever have anybody we wanted, who would we want? And, you know, he was immediately, oh, we got to have Michael Wagner. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny because my current guitarist, John Lyle, he said the same exact thing. You know, we were brainstorming, who would we like? And we thought, oh, Michael Wagner, you know, that came up. And so I asked her friend, I go, I know he lives out here. You think he'd be at this? She goes, oh yeah, he comes to these all the time. I said, well, if you see him, let me know. And she goes, oh, there he goes. He just walked right by you. So
That's funny.
I went and I grabbed his ear and I told him, I said, hey, I got this band, you know, we're looking for a great producer.
Right.
He had us come by the next day. He listened to my practice recordings that I had on my phone. And he goes, oh, I'd really like to work with you guys. And he dug it enough to, you know, put us on his schedule, which was almost a year out, you know, because is that booked, you know, and he does a lot of work with Nick Mars. And so anywho, yeah, and a lot of other people, Vixen, he still works with guys from Row and people like that. But yeah, which we were fortunate enough to meet some of them while we were there recording. Yeah. But that's how we did it, you know, and yeah, that's how I met him. It was amazing. And then he also mixed these current 4 songs that we have right now, which is our first half of our album. We're working on the second half right now.
Right.
So yeah, so it was great. He was able to mix it, but he is now retired. So
I saw that.
And we couldn't go out to record there because of COVID. So it was kind of a bummer, an internet thing. And yeah, bummer, definitely, you know.
I think the world is going to miss his mixes and his his flair for sure.
Oh my God, yeah. The guy is a genius, and there's no way, you know, he knows his stuff. He's experience. It's just, it was so amazing the things that he got out of us. You know, we had, you know, a great basis for everything. All our songs were pretty much, you know, hewn, and he took them out of the rough and polished them up and just made them blow away. As far as we were concerned, we were just like thrilled. I mean, not trying to brag or anything, but my God, he made us feel like, you know, we really are rock stars. When we listened to it, we're like the ambience on those songs.
Yes, everything about them. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. The frequency response on the LPs is amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. Doesn't matter what platform or what type of unit you use to play it. It's so pristine. It's a beautiful thing. We're so blessed.
Absolutely.
We're very lucky. Very lucky.
Absolutely. So what do you guys have planned going forward here? Things are starting to open up. We got shows coming up between now and the release, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, right now we have a live stream show coming up on Facebook, a group called Red Gorilla Studios, and they're right here in Albuquerque, and they're an amazing group of people. They have this amazing studio, and we can go there and bring like maybe 5 to 10 people can be there, and it's really small, but the stage is beautiful, and they do an amazing job of doing these videos, and it's a live stream.
Oh, good.
And it's, yeah, Red Gorilla Studios on Facebook, and it's going to be 8:30 this Friday night, the 3rd, September 3rd. So, and that's Mountain Time. So anyone that wants to check it out, and then I think they post it later on too, but it's really good to catch it live, and you get to chat and on the side and make comments. It's really neat.
Will your links be on like your websites, and if they are, can you
Yes.
can you let people listening know where they can find it?
Absolutely. There'll be all kinds of links this week. Yep.
Okay, perfect. And that's all I've got. I went through my list. Did I miss anything you want to cover?
No, I just like to shout out to my bass player, Dino Cerna, my drummer, Gary Gabaldon, my guitarist, John Lyle, all phenomenal musicians. Just wanted to say these guys have style and flair. They're not just the run-of-the-mill kinds of players that you usually meet. These guys are creative. We can write songs in a session, and that's
right.
Amazing to me. I wanted to say that. Plus, I also wanted to say thank you to a lot of the internet radio stations that have been playing us. We've been played on some terrestrial radio, but the internet radio, like the Rock Casserole on Digital Revolution Radio and Markskin Radio, those guys have been really, since the beginning, very supportive. I'd like to shout out to them, and just to all of the people who have been very supportive, our family and friends and fans, which right now in South America, I think we could fill a stadium for about 10 days straight.
Wow, that's great.
Soccer stadium,
Yeah.
because we have major fans in South America.
That's wonderful.
And Europe mostly, and then also Eastern Europe. And we're working on, getting our stuff out to Japan and Australia as well. But yeah, so I just want to thank everyone, and I would love to thank you too.
No problem at all.
For having us. And
Absolutely no problem. It was a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time.
Hey, and God bless. Take care. Everyone,
you too. Stay safe. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.